Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm going to do full day of eating today because I haven't done one in ages and food is quite a bit higher than it's been for a while. It's a good clean. It's the summertime in the UK. It's currently sort of start of July and it's fucking boiling all the time. So minimal clothing at the minute. Also, I've had the haircut. No more mullet. It's gone. My neck was getting too hot and I was just getting annoyed with it, and I thought, you know what, it's time for a change. And I've gone back to pure tash as well, which I do like. You get plenty of people make a comment being like, oh, the beard grows back, bruv. Just chill the fuck out. Anyway, first things first, this is every single day. And yes, it does get fucking boring, but it's the poop drink we're going to start with. Many ingredients. Superman cup, of course. So, I need to be hydrated, so Strom's Hydromax in Pina Colada flavor. Does it taste like a Pina Colada? No, it doesn't, but it does have similar flavorings, so it's close enough. Do I want to be drinking a Pina Colada first thing in the morning? You know what? No. But anyway, I am. It's coconut flavored anyway. Next is Lipid Max, which obviously support the lipids, which, if you don't know, it relates quite closely to your heart health and your cholesterol. So if you need to amend your HDL to LDL ratio, i.e. your good to your bad cholesterol, that should help. So raising your HDL, lowering your LDL, that's what that's for. This is glutamine. Doesn't fucking work if you have it not fasted. So it's supposed to make nutrient partitioning a bit better. Which means you absorb your food better in layman terms. Not that I can speak in science terms on that matter. I'm not a food scientist. Salts, plural. 2 grams of pink, which is more sodium based. And 2 grams of low, which is more potassium based. Got to get your balance between the two. Electrolyte balance, very important. When you see a lot of people on show day who are looking watery as fuck. Usually it's because they've got their electrolyte balance wrong, or a number of different factors. You never know. You never really know, unless you're that person and you've gone, oh, was it the 5 guys and 1,000 grams of carbs I had yesterday? Maybe it was. Even then, that could be a sodium issue, couldn't it? Right, lemon, whole one. Juice that shit. This is easily the messiest part of the whole thing. Lemon, juiced. 20 to 30 ml of this apple cider vinegar, which obviously tastes like fucking shit, but it's great for the stomach acid. You need some more stomach acid. When you're eating a lot of food, it's always a good idea to keep the stomach acid going, because that's what digests your food for you, innit? And then aloe vera, same thing, doesn't really taste so much, but again, stomach acid and more stomach acid with the lemon juice. So there we go. All helps, all contributes. And then just water, basically fill the thing up. And then we see that off. This has a lot less stuff in than I've had before. Just from blood work alone, like the amount of supplements I was taking, pills included, was astronomical. It was a shed load. And was it all needed? Based upon blood work, we could see no. All it was doing was giving me more liver stress, because obviously your liver has to metabolize all of those different pills and powders. ALT was just elevated a lot. And nothing else, so like AST was fine, GGT no problems. So it was one of those where it's like, my liver is being stressed by something, which at the time when you're on TRT, they're like, this has got to be something I'm eating, and obviously and we did an audit of how many supplements I was taking. It was like, yeah, way too many supplements these days. So pulled a lot out, so literally the only thing I only have 3 different powders in this, which used to be about 7. Doesn't get any better. Every time. This pan, honestly, bought a new IKEA pan. This is 2 weeks old. The non-stick on it is already fucked. Don't buy IKEA pans. Cheap as piss. It's my 30th birthday coming up soon. I may have to treat myself to a Lucretia. It's a Soto pan as well, not a frying pan, because it needs a lid. Lid, speed up cooking process, keep heat in. Convection. Convection? Convection, maybe not. Word, science word. Onto the food. Okay, where's my autistic bowl? That's in the dishwasher. Schmeal 1 is 100 grams of oats, and you're probably thinking, pussy clat. Pussy clant? Pussy clant. No. You're probably thinking a small amount of oats. being 100 grams. Yeah, I don't like to eat a lot of oats itself because fiber. I get enough of it. Why fill yourself up with the bland thing when you can add the yummy things on top? Additionally, some food science to that is that your body can only really absorb 70 grams of one particular carb type at once. So around 100 grams of starch carbohydrate in each meal is generally sort of the limit. And then we've got, your fructoses and your sucralose. Sugar. So sucralose is a fucking sweetener. The strawberries at this point, there's a bit of micronutrient benefit to them, but they're pretty much just for taste at this point, because I like them. And yes, I am a fresh fruit boy. I do not like the frozen fruit. And you might be thinking you're spending your entire fucking income on fresh fruit, and you would be correct, but it's worth it. I've seen your smile in 1,000 dreams, felt your touch, and it always seems you love me, you love me. That's the best James Bond theme, Moonraker. Even though it's one of the shittest films, Moonraker easily one of the best, if not the best James Bond theme. Fuck your Skyfall, No Time to Die sucks. People forget the theme from Casino Royale. That's a fucking banger. And then Quantum of Solace, one of the worst films with one of the best theme tunes. Why is it? Why is that the case? Okay, that is done. My Strom Whey hasn't arrived yet, so this is just regular protein powder with no branding on it. Tastes horrible. 30 grams of that. Now I'm going to add something which you're going to think, what the fuck? This is going to be really weird. And when Vicky put it in my plan, I was like, okay, right. Skim milk powder. Because she was like, you need some more calcium. And she said it in that exact accent. So 25 grams of this shit. A shitload of calcium, which aids massively in muscle contraction. So that's why we've got it in, especially in the pre-workout meal. And yes, I had my trepidations in terms of, will this just feel like I've drunk a shed load of milk and rather full after eating it? And the answer is no. Now, because there's a fuckload of powder in it, I'm going to put a bit of water on the top, just so it mixes in a bit better. And then we mix all that shit in with the additional 2 grams of pink salt, 2 grams of low salt, again for some more sodium, potassium. I have 6 grams of pink salt, 6 grams of low salt a day, so I've already ticked off 4 grams, and then the other 2 grams is in my intra-workout. So then that's all sorted, that's all my salt done. There's no particular reason why I do it first thing here and then in intra-workout for sure, there's a reason to that. It's literally just getting it in, and it's easy to get it down. If you put 4 grams of salt on like a rice meal, all you're going to taste is the salt, and it's not particularly nice, whereas these other ones, you can get it in quite easy. Anyway, mixed in rather nicely. The amount of strawberries, so about 70 grams there, whatever I'm feeling today. If I want to have loads of them, then I will, but most of the time now, because many food, I'm not. We'll do 100 grams of banana. I have started weighing it out again, rather than just saying 1, because I want to be accurate, and because my weight dropped quite a lot, and I'm actually actively trying to get the right amount of food in, rather than just chucking an amount out. So if I need to up it, I need to know how much by. So that's why I'm still tracking, even in the off-season with that stuff. And then 15 grams of walnuts, 30 grams of honey. This is a very Sasserati moment for me. 30 grams of honey feels like a lot, but not in comparison to 100, which is what Sass does every morning. And then cinnamon on top. Beautiful. And it looked like that. Isn't that lovely? It is a really nice meal, to be fair. One final thing, which I don't really need to weigh it because these glasses, once you fill them, is 300 ml, but we'll just check. Orange juice. A good, 30 grams of carbs just from liquid here. So really, really easy way to get calories in. If you're going to do that and you're struggling to get food in, you're like, oh, I'll just put orange juice in every meal. Don't do that. Too much orange juice in a day, you're going to have some real bad toilet time. So 300 ml is probably my limit. If I wanted to do other juice, I'd go to like cranberry, maybe apple, but pear juice is generally better just because of its benefits rather than most apple juice is fake as fuck. But yeah, that's meal one. I'll put this shit away. Right, intra and pre-workout, which is there. First things first, 200 ml of coconut water for its hydration benefits. Fill the rest up with water. No, I don't use filtered water, just straight out of the fucking tap. The same again with the salt, so 1, 2, that does 0.6 of a gram every single click, so that's very useful. And I'm just gonna eyeball that, because I can't be arsed. Another scoop of Hydromax, because more hydration. And plus, it's hot at the minute, and my gym has no air conditioning, so I'm gonna sweat like crazy in the gym. Scoop of EAA's Essential Max, because intra-workout recovery and all that sort of stuff, proteins, etc. If it makes your muscles bigger, then why am I not using it? I'm sponsored by Strom after all. If you want some good products, go get some fucking Strom stuff. This is creatine, Creamax, which is Crea Pure, and Center Active, whatever the fuck that is. Anyway, it's creatine, 5 grams of that, or 1 scoop. You don't need 10, you don't need 20, or however fucking much people are trying to sell you on these days. Just put 1 scoop in, you'll be fine. You're not gonna lose out from doing more, or not doing more. Scoop of the old Vascumax, which won't be going in here, because it's pre-workout, not during the workout. I've had clients be like, is the intra-workout, am I supposed to have that during the workout? It's like, brother, do we not understand words? Intra, during, pre-post. No, people don't understand words. Read a fucking book. Anyway, pre-workout. This is non-stim, because stim, I know, like, stim sets off prostate problem. Stim is issue, so we also don't want to be like fucking buzzing off our brains on 300 milligrams of caffeine, bouncing around the gym for about an hour, and then have some kind of immortal crash. Caffeine is a vasoconstrictor as well, so too much of it, great for performance, but when we're talking about blood flow and needing to get, get blood into that muscle and really fucking feel it, you're going to limit yourself doing that. Great if you want to lift a big heavy weight, but bodybuilding is about stimulation, not about being as strong as possible, contrary to what some people believe. It's marrying the two up, not just fry my CNS. That is the grape candy flavour. People go fucking nuts for the acai berry. So get that one if you can, I guess. But I just have whichever one they give me. It's like my favourite Hydromax flavour in the powder. The one that tastes like fucking fruit pastels, the lime citrus that everybody hates. And I'm like, it tastes like fruit pastels, it's fucking amazing. And then the real pre-workout secret is over here. The smallest cup you can find. I really need to watch Shrek again, actually. Shrek 1, that is. Shrek 2, I would argue, is one of the greatest films of all time, to be fair. I think it had the highest grossing box office of the year of our Lord 2004. And if some of you fuckers that were born after 2004 are watching this, how are you real? It's when I see people's birthdays now and they're like 2006. And I'm like, I have a games console which is older than you. Like, well, if you're born in 2008, I literally have a PS3 which is older than you. And that doesn't feel old to me. Like, PS3 graphics are still quite good. There are cars on the road still, Anyway, double espresso. I mean, it sounds like I don't need one, but I'm ready to. Sorry, I haven't properly drunk my. I do actually fucking love coffee, to be fair. Black coffee, none of the shit. Like, people get like a caramel latte, fucking frappa maca, waka macchino. And it's like got 1 billion calories in it. Like, no, thank you. Just give me the actual bean juice. I will have that, please. The wake up soup. Oh, yeah. But I was going to say, matcha. Fuck that. Like,
it tastes of mud. Like green tea. If you want to have green tea, fine. It tastes of mud, but it's cheap. Matcha is just mud that's £6 in a cup. Like, just drink green tea if you really want it that bad. Like, oh, it's the green tea derivative. It's very good for you. Yeah, it's not good for your fucking wallet though, is it? Fucking go Starbucks. Have a matcha latte. It's just basically mud and milk. So if you like the combination, then cool. But like, fucking no thanks. Right, 'tis a leg day. The post-workout, I'm not gonna lie here, it's like 3:15. My day has flown by. So, busy. Still got 4 more meals to get in, but don't fear, it is very doable. So 100 grams of your finest grade chocolate cream of rice exclusively from Strom, nowhere else, everywhere else is shit. Oh no, why am I using that spoon? I want my autistic spoon. Where's it gone? Autism spoon. It just has a nice handle and the right size spoon. Right, mix that shit up. You know how it is. Always use a fork for cream of rice, and I do a ratio of 300 to 100 or 3 to 1 water to cream of rice. Boiling water, that is. If you try and mix it with cold water, you will have a very bad time. So it has to be boiling water, and you have to use a fork or a whisk. You try and use a spoon, you will be a spoon, and it will not mix properly. So I guess it needs the air in between, the space in between. Vigorous whisk. Ends up pretty firm, pretty solid. So good stuff. 85% of the Tesco Finest dark chocky. Generally, the darker you can get, the better, but most supermarkets are not stocking the 99% shit, which, let's be real, it tastes fucking awful. 85%, good mix. 15 grams of that, there or thereabouts. And then, we'll need 2 pots for this, because we're almost out in that one. 250 grams of Tesco Finest 0% fat Greek yogurt. I mean, it's just a Fage substitute. It's a lot cheaper than Fage, and it's basically the same thing. So I think it's £4 for, what's this, a kilo, whereas Fage can be very fucking expensive by comparison, like a lot more, significantly more. This is why it's also virtually impossible to find at the minute as well, because everyone's gone, oh look, I want to try Greek yogurt because it's healthy. And then, I don't know what they eat it for a couple of weeks or something. They saw some overnight oats recipe and like, oh, that'll be really good for me. That'll be really healthy. To be fair, it's better than eating fucking Mackies every day, isn't it? Like most normies do. So, anyway, I need to open this door. It's fucking boiling. I am sweating already. You're fine. Fine. I'm not going to complain about how hot it is when I can just do... I'm in my own house. I could just do this. I'm in my own fucking house. Okay. Stir that shit all together. Always find it funny with clients when you give them this meal. They're like, when do I put the yogurt in? Or do I stir it? It's like, well, obviously you fucking stir it in. Otherwise it would just be yogurt sat on top of cream of rice. And then they eat the dark chocolate on the side. And you're like, what? Or they eat it all separately, like all in all its components. I'm just like, what? You never made a cake before? I can assure you the cake tastes a lot better when it's been cooked all together rather than in separate bits. And onto some bougie berries that are fresh, so 75 grams. Come on.
That is the only problem with raspberries, is they go over so fucking easily. Bit mushy, that one, but I'll stick it in anyway. Some blueberries. They've changed the Tesco boxes again. These are even cheaper now, you can just tell. The quality of the box is somewhat diminished, but maybe they've made it square rather than rectangular for packing reasons. Anyway, 75 grams of bloobs. And then finally, 30 grams of raisins. Kimmel. There you go. Okay, that is that part of that meal done, and I'll put the relevant bits back in the cupboard and the fridge. Part 2 is a bagel. The New York Bakery cinnamon and raisin bagel. It's additional, it's easy to get down. And on it, we shall be placing 20 grams of almond butter, which isn't really something I've explored before. But here we are, exploring. A little bit of toasting. Little bagel setting on the toaster as well. So it only does the inside part. I can't be asked waiting no more. Pop the bagel. It's warm, we're good. Okay, so you do have to be precise with this in weighing out your almond butter. Make sure you shake it a bit because it will have like, the liquid will be weirdly on the top and then it'll be all odd to try and get out. So almond butter, it's a weird substance. Anyway, 20 grams, watch me do this really badly. That's 12. That's the other problem I have with donuts, is with bagels. There's a big fucking hole in the middle of them, so spreading shit on them is a pain in the ass. It requires immense skill and patience in order to efficiently load the bagel with almond butter. And that is meal 2, which is also the post-workout. It's pretty fucking large, so let's crack on and eat the thing. Right, meal 3. This is a bacon and egg sandwich with sourdough, so 3 slices of the old sourdough bread. Unsmoked, reduced fat bacon and donuts, so we're gonna have 4 of these. This works out around 25 grams of protein, I think. Not much fat, like 3 grams, I think, maybe. So 4 of those. This is why we have the lid. I need to put my extractor on, so bear with it, it's gonna be loud. And when it does come on, it sounds like a fucking, you've got a Harrier jump jet. Bit of cucumber, some tomatoes, a pear. It's running out. 2 eggs as well. Just a little dash in there. No xanthan gum and all that shit in that. Proper natural olive oil, just in spray form. There we go. A 2 egg. Butter your bread. Doesn't have to be fucking layer pack. We don't have to be breaking the bank. We certainly don't have to be adding 100 calories to each bit of toast, but we do want some enjoyment. This can be a triple stack. Very much Scooby Snack-esque. Silence! Extractor, no longer extracting. A little bit of ketchup. This is the labels come off, but this is the Tesco cheap as fuck one because it tastes the fucking same as the Heinz ones and it costs about 1/4 of the price. So why, oh why, am I going to give the retailer more money than they bloody well deserve in this economy, in this day and age? I think not. It's all about saving money until it comes to fresh fruit, and then I'm not about saving money. Thankfully, my favourite Ben & Jerry's is on Club Card quite a lot, so rather than being the £5.50 that they normally try and charge you, it is only the £3.75. Don't we all just love inflation? It's not really inflation, it's just monopolies taking the piss. Anyway, back to meal 3, which will not be demolished. It's very edible, it's very digestible. Whenever I have clients who are struggling to eat or get more food in, a sandwich is always an excellent way to go. Anyway, easy, nice, quick, get it down me.
Meal number 4. This is going to be a speedy one because I don't have time to cook rice. So we're going to go with the egg noodle instead, which is it's around 70 grams dry weight. Oh, it's 66. Okay, that's enough. Egg noodle. So we're going to chuck that in there. And a whole load of vegetables because I love vegetables and they're good for you. Spring onion. You know what? I'm not going to put any seasoning on those just because I put cayenne pepper on my rice last night And it was way too fucking much because, as I've said numerous times today, it's fucking boiling. So I'm just gonna have it bland, super bland, and then I'll put some light soy sauce or some Worcestershire sauce on this delightful concoction. So what's that? 3 radish that was in the bag. I'm really not weighing this out these days. It's off season. I will just eat the vegetables that I want to eat in the quantity that I wish to eat them. This is like half a very large carrot. Ugh, I really want to just like eat the raw bit. There we go. Oh, that. Carrot. Some fine green beans. It's not a giant meal. There is a bit of starch carb in here. I don't like having shitloads of rice. It's not my preference. Considering we are opting for pure speed on this creation, that will be done in like 5-10 minutes. If I were just doing my rice, it would take like 20 minutes. 125 grams of chicken. This is all pre-cooked. So, did this the other day, easy peasy. And yes, I do it cooked way because it's more consistent that way. I'm taking all the water out of it. Some people would argue it's the wrong way to do it, but I don't give a fuck. Beetroot for the nitrates. Ugh. A fucking huge kiwi. Look at the size of that bastard. Look at it, it's fucking huge. That's about to bubble. Oh, I need to put my howitzer on. Even though the howitzer is a machine gun from back in the day. It was one that was on that cannon. Gatling gun. You go bam, 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 bam. Anyway, the kiwi. And I will probably just eat this now because I can. I could pay more and get the ones which aren't as sour. But I don't. And when I do get the ones that aren't as sour, I enjoy them more. But every time I see £2.20 versus £1.60, I'm now like, no. Which completely defeats my argument for getting fresh fruit and berries, rather than frozen. But I will still eat that and still enjoy it, it's just more sour. So there's the toss-up, really, isn't it? Something that's slightly worse or something that I just will not eat. That's the difference. My propensity to consume frozen berries is essentially 0, whereas my propensity to consume the slightly more sour kiwi is still quite high. I will still do it. So, economicsing your preferences when it comes to food. I was never really big into the behavioural economic stuff. I couldn't get my head around it. It was too mamsy-pamsy. It was not solid enough. I liked the theory of macroeconomics. Micro was just a bit like, how businesses would run. I was like, oh, that's boring, even though it was the most practical one. I'd much rather argue about big talk and how every single economy is going to fail and there are solutions that silly men writing big papers have come up with, and they've come up with a new way of quantifying a problem and never generating a practical solution. Yes. Economics 101. Find all the issues, come up with ridiculous, outrageous solution that requires so many things to be completely ignored. Well, if you just got rid of the poor people, then it'd be fine, wouldn't it? That's essentially most of economics. Have you considered the fact that you might kill all the poor people with that decision? You know what? I had, but it hadn't really entered my graph. And then you had like fucking models about the social good and that sort of thing. Oh, that's very ridiculous. How dare you? It's like Adam Smith and all that shit. 1700s when it's like, you know what? The Industrial Revolution, put the children to work. Fuck it. That's how we'll make money. Now let me tell you about aggregate demand while this child cleans my feet and my shoes. Oh, it's a lovely temperature out there now. If I had some garden furniture, I might consider eating me dinner outside, but I don't. I don't have any garden furniture yet. Well, we can blame Rachel Reeves. No, we can't, because I am putting away a lot of money for tax. And I can blame Rachel Reeves for that. Don't know why, she's not even in the office. In the office, I don't think she even does the job no more. I'm not keeping up with the times here. But anyway, on the topic of tax, and the thieving bastards that run this country. VAT, what the fuck's that about? We're getting VAT registered. I haven't got to do it yet, because I don't make enough money yet. But it's coming. They just rob you of 20%. It's just gone. It's not even profit, it's just all of it. Everyone's like, oh, thank you. Oh, you've been working hard. Oh, you don't. Well, other people need that, don't they? Yes, these people, the poor. And that's where the poor's considered. You know what? These bloody politicians thinking about the people that are on benefits. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. What are we going to do? The social good? No. Let them just let them perish. What do you mean? Fully liberal. But liberal's the political compass. You've got fucking full communism, and you've got full authoritarianism, and then you've got what's that one? That one's like, well, this is basically anarchy, but it's got libertarianism. That's it. That's what that one's called, and that's liberalism. And it's actually a big cylinder, and they all actually, in practicality, they meet, because once you're at full communism, you're actually going to end up at full authoritarianism, because nobody's equal. You just end up at one person judging the whole thing. So like Stalinism was actually over here. Stalinism was basically the same as Hitler, but it wasn't in sentiment, so it actually sat over there in communism, but it was basically the same as this. And when you look at liberalism, everybody's all the same. Everybody's like the same person, but like we're all individuals. So, and that's what liberalism is. Everybody's an individual, everybody's different. Whoop-ah! Ends up at the same thing. But although that was a terrible explanation. Politics and dinner. Won't I entertain you this evening? I make you dinner and chat absolute shit to you. All you need is like 4 bottles of wine and that'll make total fucking sense. Oh, where's the Prosecco? Oh, we don't serve Prosecco in this bloody house. Absolute headache juice, that shit. In all fairness, Prosecco is fucking dog shit. It just is. I don't know anyone who's like, yeah, I really love a Prosecco. It's like, no, you like not paying enough to drink champagne. And they're like, oh, well, I don't even like champagne. It's like, you just had fucking Moe. It's wank, mate. My inner posh boy coming out now. Not inner, it's very external. People are like, oh, I don't really like champagne. It's like, look, bruv, I'm not a massive fan of wine, but I've not really had that much in the way of normal wine. And I'm sure there's some fucking fantastic wines out there. But I've never explored them. In the same way that you've only ever drank fucking piss. Someone's given you a glass of Cava or a glass of fucking Prosecco, called it champers. You drank it and go, that's fucking awful. And it's like, well, yes, of course it is. It's not champagne, darling. It's not. You're not sitting there with a Veuve Clicquot. You're just not. You're not sat there with a bloody Dommy P. And that shit blow your fucking mind. Although, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Bollinger Special Cuvée. Much cheaper. Pretty similar on the old how fucking good is it scale as Dom Perignon. I would not consider nearly triple the price to be worth it. So if you're getting a bottle of champagne for anybody for a special occasion, get your Bollinger, because your Bollinger's the best one. James Bond drink Bollinger. He has it in the fucking ass in mind when he's about to shag the lady. He's like, brings out the champagne, you know, go watch Goldeneye, and that bit at the start with Moneypenny, and he's like, well, hey, all right, darling, get out in here. And it's like, well, it's all implied, it's fine. Anyway, James Bond, fantastic. Proper Bond as well. Not this Daniel Craig shit. Although we do like Daniel, though. We do like him. Just Pierce is better. Pierce Brosnan, best Bond. It's the final meal. Right. It's 90 grams of cream of rice. It is. What time is it? It's about 20 to 10 at night. It's almost bedtime. Time to rest my weary head after a long day. Right, 90 grams of the cream of rice liqueur. Yeah, that's probably fine. Shit, you know, you're supposed to sort of remember how much water you're supposed to put with it, but then you forget. You know, I'm not doing maths at this hour, so you just eyeball it. It's fine. And you know what? It's turned out just fine. So we're all good. No Juarez. This whey protein that is clearly labelled as Strom's Velocity Whey, just in a different tub, is quite obviously that, if you hadn't noticed. 30 grams of this shit. Go on. Get back on. See, don't buy this shit, because the lids don't go on properly. There you go. Look at the difficulty I had just to get the lid back on. Mix! It does become quite a solid structure. 15 grams of the dark chocolate. Again. Boosh. Buzz. 15 grams of peanut butter. Let's see if we get it right. Bah. Pretty much. It's fucking dense, this meal. To be fair, this meal is like most people's dreams of what they wish they could eat as a bodybuilder. And you can eat as a bodybuilder. I always forget that I'm a professional though. And I am quite large. Completely missed that fly. Although one of my clients, who is a aspiring figure girl, she eats more than I do. Wild. When you're 18 years old, just fucking eat whatever the fuck you want. I put 100 grams of the bloobs. We do 100 grams of Benin. If you like Benin and colada. And then some dates. 30 grams of dates, which is about 3. Go for another. That was a small one. And then 20 grams of honey. Honey! There you go. Oh, I haven't got my cinnamon out. Oh well, that's everything. You can stick cinnamon on top of it. Now I've got to put everything bloody well away, haven't I? Because there's so many bits. Look at all this shit I've got to put away right now. How inconvenient is this? Cinnamon! Like Digimon, but it's completely not like Digimon. Right, 5th meal. That is it. That is all the food of the day. And that's like 210 grams of protein, 660 grams of carbs, and 90-something grams of fat. So there you go. It's like 4,300 calories. That's me day. That's all of it. That's a training day for you. I'll see you in the next one. Or maybe I won't. Maybe this wasn't for you and you didn't enjoy it, but you watched all of it anyway. And you're still here and you're still listening. Anyway, I shall see you later. Hopefully you learned something. If not, that I'm just a bit fucking mental. But that's fine. You knew that anyway.